Welcome to Off Meta. I'm Tyler, joined by Adam. We also have our Script Showdown competitors with us. Give a big welcome to our returning champion, Kat. How you doing,
Hi.
Kat?
I'm doing good, thank you. How are you?
You just won a game of Clocktower. How does it feel?
Oh, it felt really tense.
Yeah, it was tense, huh? Pretty intense last game.
It was a tense game. Yeah. Good fun, though.
Well, congratulations on that. Hopefully that momentum will carry over into this Script Writer Showdown.
Ooh, I don't know. I mean, Capelli, who's...
Well, and that's the case.
Capelli.
You're up against my Sunday partner, Capelli.
Capelli's not the best script writer. You'll be fine.
Let's see if he puts a Leviathan on it.
I'm just going to steal Snake Charmer from him.
Our two competitors are going to be joined by their lieutenants. Kat's lieutenant today is Laurent. Hey, Laurent.
Hello.
Welcome to Off Meta.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for Kat having me.
Hand selected.
I think we're doing a great chaos pair.
I think we would be, yeah. Yeah, let's go for the chaos.
And Kev, you're going to be joining Capelli as his lieutenant.
Yeah, Capelli begged me. He sent me a lot of messages. He didn't want me to tell anyone. Capelli, this is my time. Please don't interrupt the accusation. Capelli really begged me, so I just wanted to get a disclaimer out there. Also, Tyler's paying me $50, so I'm here.
I wanted one of those, like where He-Man and Skeletor get trapped in a cave and they have to work together to get out kind of dynamics. That's what I was hoping for.
Well, I know how much Kev loves shiny things, so Monopoly money is like a great incentive.
Okay. So with that in mind, the Script Writer Showdown will involve two competitors to enter, but only one comes out with a fully functioning script that we play. So the way this works, if you've never watched Off Meta in a Script Writing Showdown, we are doing it in a draft format. So our two competitors will, in this instance, they're going to be surrounding themselves. The theme is going to be about the Psychopath that came out a couple weeks ago. So with that in mind, to get first pick and first shareable role, we're going to have our two competitors play Rochambeau. Y'all up for it?
Oh,
yes.
All right, we're going to get the bot a-going. So.
Oh, the bot.
Oh, they've got cameras. I forgot. I always forget. We're the only game in town with these cameras. All right, so we're going to do it live.
Right. I don't know why.
All right, where are you in my
auto escape tab thingy kicked in? I don't know.
All right, let's get the man back online. All right. It's just you're right. It's just like a dead stare. Cool. Oh, there he's back. Okay. Now that was just his normal face. All right. All right. So I'm going to count you off. You ready? It's going to be rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. What do we get? We got a rock and she got a paper, right?
I'm supposed to beat rock. I'm very confused right now.
I know. All right, Kat. So you get to choose. Do you want first pick or do you want to go second?
I'll let Capelli have first pick.
Oh my goodness. All right. So the way this works is the first player, or the first competitor, will get to choose a role that both competitors will be able to share on their scripts. So for the rest of the proceedings, when a player drafts a role, that is now blocked off from the other competitor. So for instance, if Kat drafts the artist, Capelli cannot draft the artist. Both scripts must have the Psychopath. There are a few other caveats that we're doing tonight, but they must have at least 4 minions, at least 4 outsiders, at least 1 demon, and no more than 13 townsfolk. Those are the rules of the road. And if you want a fable, that's one of your draft picks. The captains choose unless they spend a special token to let their lieutenant choose for them. There will be a halftime proceeding where they will get to consult with each other and see where their script stands. Y'all ready?
Yes.
All right. Capelli, you are first. What is a role that you think you and Kat should share?
We should share. God, I mean, you sprung this on me so last second. I had no way to start planning for this. We're gonna go.
The clock's ticking.
See, so I want to pick Shabaloth, but then I feel like if we both have Shabaloth, and only one of us can get Professor. So I'll pick something else. You know what we'll do? Nah, it's also I was going to say Zambul, but then that goes against the Psychopath pretty hard. Well, you know what? Let's have a little chaos in this game. We're both going to have a pit hag.
All right.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful.
A textbook Capelli pit hag. Kat, what role do you want to share between the two of you?
Between the two of us,
Not that you have to choose this role, by the way, for your script.
no, I know. Let's go with a mutant.
A mutant, El Mutante. All right. So anybody can choose the pit hag or the mutant. It will not be barred when someone drafts it. All right. With that in mind, Capelli, you are going to be first to choose. I'm going to start the timer. You will have 15 seconds to make your first selection.
Oh, Kat
Time.
made it for me.
Actually, the first selections, I should have mentioned this earlier, we bundled, a little special thing we're doing is we bundled the Psychopath with a set of other roles based around famous fictional psychopaths. So, for instance, if they chose Hannibal as their psychopath, they would also get the chef and the cannibal. If they chose the Joker, they would get the bounty hunter and the fool. If they chose Patrick Bateman, the American Psycho, they'd get the seamstress and the lunatic. If they chose John Doe from Seven, they would get the saint and the investigator. If they chose Alex from A Clockwork Orange, they get the clockmaker and the goon. Annie Wilkes from Misery would give them the librarian, the huntsman. Alice Morgan from Luther would finally give them the philosopher and the savant. So with your first pick, Capelli, I want to know which psychopath is your anchor.
So you said I could pick one that's not in that list. Are we okay with that?
I don't have one that's not on this list, so.
I mean, I do. Like, if I thought of one.
All right, what you got?
I was going to go with Jack Torrance.
Jack Torrance from the film that he referenced a lot during the Bates Motel script.
You'll wonder where I drew the inspiration from, right?
That's right. All right, so who are the companion pieces to Jack Torrance?
Well, so
Psychopath.
the closest thing I could think to somebody who is a writer would probably be the artist, I guess. Right? Something else, and then I was going to go with probably either the courtier or the. Oh, I guess courtier isn't fun.
It takes place in a hotel.
So the bellhop character.
The butler.
Or the
You need a butler.
He's literally an innkeeper.
Yeah. You have to. Yeah. So innkeeper and that other thing I said.
An artist.
Yeah.
All right. This is a curveball. Kat, are you comfortable with this swerve?
Yes, I will let him have that.
All right. So, Jack Torrance script, ad hoc. Here we go. Now, Kat, you get 2 back-to-back picks. We're going to start the timer. First pick should be your Psychopath bundle.
My Psychopath bundle will be Alice Morgan, which includes the philosopher and the savant.
Alice Morgan's from the very wonderful show Luther, if you've never seen it. I don't know.
And I think we need.
It's your pick. I thought I was picking first, but you know.
Well,
you did pick first.
Oh, we go around draft. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
I see what you're putting down.
I think we need some mind games, so let's have the Serenovas.
You gave me mutant and you're stealing Serenovas. Get out of here.
It's shared.
All right. So to remind you, Capelli, you have 3 special tokens each player does. One in which is a borrow. So if you see a role on her script that you really need to have, you can use your borrow to add it to your script as well. But now your next 2 picks are up right now, Capelli.
Okay, I get 2 now. All right, all right.
It's a snake.
Well, let's get a mechanic I've been really wanting to see with a psychopath. Let's get some resurrection. So let's get the Al-Had. I'll take Mr. Allen. And then we'll go with a leech. Yeah, I'm happy with those.
Psychopath with a leech.
I also chose Pit Hag for both our scripts, by the way.
Well, you have to still select it. It's just available to both of you.
Got it. Okay.
So she If you choose it, it's not blocked off to her, and vice versa. So she picks it, and the next pick, you still can pick Pit Hag, and you can still pick Mutant. Usually take their shareable roles last, for instance. All right. Kat, you're next up.
I'd like to take the Vigor Mortis.
The Vigor Mortis.
I'd like an engineer.
And an engineer. All right, Chad, as these scripts unfold, be thinking about how you think they're laying out, because you will be the deciding factor on which one of these two scripts we are going to play through a very complicated voting system in which you put exclamation points in front of people's names. All right, Capelli, your timer is going to start now.
I am going to take the Drunk.
The Drunk, got it.
And the Poppy Grower would be very silly. I don't think I want a Poppy Grower on my Psychopath script. Call me Mr. Hot Takes over here. Let's get another minion on this script. Let's go with good old-fashioned Mezephiles.
All right.
Oh, I love the Mezephiles.
Such a fun minion.
Yeah. I would like to choose a Moonchild. And I would like the...
5.
Librarian.
Librarian. Gotcha. In the nick of time. Okay. All right, Capelli, you are up. We're getting close to the halfway point, so be thinking about that.
Remind me of my token. So I know at halfway point, I can talk.
You can choose.
And I know that's a punishment I put onto myself. But otherwise, I can ask for his advice once.
Yes. You can get extra time on a pick, and you can... What was our extra? Oh, you can do the borrow from the other script if there's a role that you would like to get.
Got it. Okay. I think I'm going to make a couple picks in the next round. Kev, I'm going to reach out to you, buddy. So, keep your eyes peeled on what you think would be a fun addition. Who cares about balance? Just what do you think is fun? Tell you what, we're going to get some good old-fashioned protection in here. Let's give us a tea lady.
All right.
And what sort of script would it be that I made if I didn't put a snake charmer on
it? It wouldn't be a Capelli script.
Wouldn't be a Capelli script. All script and no snake charmer makes Capelli a dull script maker.
All right, it's got the Capelli brand on it. Kat, you are up.
I would like the mayor. And I would like...
Courting the Jack vote.
I am blatantly courting the Jack vote. And a... You know what? I think I will go for the Poppy Grower.
Ooh, okay.
All right. Hot takes, Poppy Grower.
All right, Kevin, reaching out to you. What do you think, buddy?
I think you have a terrible script. I'm kidding. I think you have a great script. Wait, what do you
I did until this.
You
round.
need to make a pick, my friend. That's what he wants from you.
Do I mean
or your advice, at least?
Ooh, if you love me, I love Boom Dandy, but also Puzzle Master is pretty fun to have people just kind of walking around trying to find.
I already have a drunk. I think if I had thought about it, I think I would have liked Puzzle Master over a drunk.
You're darn screwed up. Are these the demons you want? If you want any other demons, you should probably get those first because they're very defining for a script.
All right. Well, do you want to pick a demon, Kevin? Because that's what we're doing right now. What you want?
Let Capelli do it.
All right. So I'm gonna say, what's another good demon? No Zombul, no Vortox. We've done Vigor, but I need some outsider manipulation in here.
10 seconds.
I want to go with the Balloonist and the Scarlet Woman.
All right. Just within 10 seconds. Scarlet Woman.
Scarlet Woman Al Hadika seems like a rare combination.
The old balloon man. The true protagonist of The Wizard of Oz. All right. Let me get a quick count.
Let's see.
Are we still continuing at this point, or when's
Yes.
the
Yeah, I'm just getting. I think we've got. Another round of another set of picks from Capelli before halftime.
Mm-hmm.
I'm counting right, or maybe this is the.
I think after Cat's picks, we each get one more round.
8.
Yeah, I think. With the idea of rapid kills and psychopaths, and because we've got a pit hag and we can add this by surprise late game, I'd like to add on Riot.
I would like to remind y'all that we have because of the format for off meta, it's a 9-player game. If that influences any of your choices.
Ooh,
so we got a Riot.
And a Lunatic.
And a Lunatic. All right. Just saying the likelihood of a 2-minion game are pretty low, right?
Yeah.
All right. Capelli, last picks before the half.
Alrighty. Let's give us an Oracle. And I really like how the monk interacts with these demons. So let's go with monk.
All right. Couple each night stars there. All right. So to recap where we sit, if y'all haven't, or if you're not able to see your scripts, which
Tyler, you put Scarlet Woman on mine.
Oh, sorry about that. I thought I did. Did I put it on the wrong one? Let me go back and make sure it gets on there. Okay. Sorry about that. Do a quick, make sure I didn't miss any other roles for anybody. That all look right, Kat?
I'm looking at my screen rather than your screen.
Okay, gotcha.
Mine looks good. Oh, look at you keep it in an SAO. You're a man after my own heart.
I'll try to do it in real time, right? All right, so for Cat Script currently, we have a librarian, savant, engineer, philosopher, mayor, poppy grower as our townsfolk. We got a moonchild and a lunatic, so we need 2 more outsiders. We got 2 minions, Psychopath, Serenovus, and a Vigor and a Riot for our demons. Capelli has a lot of townies. He's got some outsiders he needs to fill in. Snake Charmer, Balloonist, Innkeeper, Monk, Oracle, a lot of acting at night. Artist, Tea Lady, Drunk. Ooh, that's going to throw some wildness in the mix. Psychopath, Mezephiles, Scarlet Woman, Al Hadik, and the Leech. So we are going to let you guys go conference with your particular lieutenants. Make sure that you are ready to go for the latter half of the Script Writer Showdown. Kat and Laurent, if you want to head down to Ben's Boozer and Kev and Capelli, you go to Capelli's Culinary Corner. That seems fitting. And we'll be in to check in with you and see what your thoughts are. I'm going to confer with Adam here. So, Adam, what do you think about how these are shaping up currently?
Looking at these scripts, I'm thinking out of the 2.
You there?
Sorry, I forgot I actually have to press so you could hear me. Chat could hear me, but you couldn't. Okay. I'm thinking, looking at these scripts out of the 2, I don't know if you saw Jack's message in chat saying they don't quite understand Cat's script. I haven't seen if Jack's changed their opinion now that there's a mayor on it. But I do think that
he's a fickle master, that Jack.
I do think that Capelli's looks more up my street. I don't know why. I'm feeling like maybe a Snake Charmer tonight, I gotta say, seems like a good pick if we get the chance, depending on what town picks. But I'm feeling like a Snake Charmer jump with a 9-player game is something we don't see on stream very often. What do you think, though, about the strip so far?
Well, so there are some potential hazards for, as far as I see it, with and some of it comes, that's why I mentioned that about the 9-player meta versus the 12-player meta. I think there's a little bit of thinking like, oh, they can do this and they can do that, and but they really won't. What you're seeing is Poppy Grower Psychopath is an interesting dynamic because Psychopath could inadvertently kill their demon. So you want a demon that can survive that type of thing. We don't have that currently on that script. That might be something she thinks about in terms of maybe adding the Zomboul if that's the case. Engineer with an outed evil is powerful because it confirms the engineer, right? So unless there's a way for evil to, try to emulate that short of a pit hag, now that could be interesting. If she gets the pit hag on that script, they could bluff engineer and say, I switched the demon and I switched the minion. He was a psychopath and he's now this. That might throw shade on that pit hag, but it could also throw some shade on that engineer claim if it were to ever happen. On Capelli's script, you got a lot of protection, but it's at night, except for the tea lady. So, the tea lady is something that could be super confirmable and can be pretty potent in a small player game.
Yeah, but the tea lady ain't shit. So
those are the only negative things I see other than the psychopath killing the leech. We saw this. We've played with the leech psychopath a few times. Who the psychopath avoids becomes just as important to note as who they go after. If it's a leech game, you have these circumstances, a drunk and a leech host. That puts a lot of misinformation in the game, so that could be, it could be hard to track down. So I think it's pretty interesting in that sense. The Al Hadik is something we haven't seen a pairing of. Two very loud, loud demon, loud minion.
And if you want to run 2 games tonight, it seems like the perfect way to do it. Yeah,
for sure.
I also forgot that we might have players watching, so ignore everything I said about the snake charmer. That's not happening tonight now. Yeah, no, it's. I'm not doing anything against Cat. I think I need to see more of Cat's script before I can really get a feel for it. I think you're right about the engineer. It all depends what other minions they pick, because you gotta figure out what they might be changing it out of. Although changing it into a Riot game could be hilarious, right?
That would be very, very fun to see. That would change the pace, and obviously that would allow for some wackiness. But that's one of the things, though, that is different.
It's another way to nullify that psychopath.
It is another way to nullify the psychopath, for sure. But it is the difference between what we see being played on TPI a lot, or being played that's become the kind of consistent play style, which is groups of 12 plus. And since we are, leaning more towards that smaller group size, you have to change the dynamic a little bit in how you write these scripts. They shouldn't be writing for 9-player groups, but it is noteworthy if they're thinking of combinations between minions. If you want that, you need to put a little monster on here.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. All right, let's go see what they're thinking. Do you want to
check in with? Yeah, let's check in with them and see how.
Who do you want to go to first?
Well, let's go to the champion first.
Oh, hello.
All right, you two. We've been talking about your script. What do you think you need to add in this latter half to make it a complete and worthy script?
We want a little bit more outsider modification and uncertainty from poison. I would also like a farmer to give us some night death peril for the demon, and a bounty hunter, I think. So, right. Yeah, a few more things to give it a bit more breadth.
That sounds pretty fun. Okay. I had some thoughts about, and I don't know if you guys want to hear my thoughts. Normally we'd had Ed come in and kind of do this thing.
No. Please tell me your thoughts.
So I'm looking at it. I'm wondering if the engineer, in the current state of the play, and I know you have some options to augment this, but the engineer gets itself to be very confirmable. With a minion, if the minion were a psychopath, that kind of thing. What do you think about that?
I'm going to be asking for an alchemist as my first pick, so they won't know whether it's necessarily a minion or an alchemist.
Yeah, I got you.
And all minions can bluff alchemist.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for your thoughts. we're looking forward to seeing you in the latter half. You're going to be picking first coming out of the gate, so be ready to fire.
Ooh, okay. What do you reckon? Do you think?
Kat, I'm going to share one bit of information from chat because I'm not sure if you're reading it, but chat is suggesting a bounty hunter for your script as well.
Oh yeah, bounty hunter on the list. I was about to say alchemist bounty hunter for the next pick.
All right, I got to jump. Bye.
Listening in.
Well, we're going to get your thoughts. I was waiting for chat to follow me down. So I think Adam has come down. We wanted to get your thoughts on where your script stands currently.
So I think we might be going for a 5 minion script and a 3 demons. I'm not really sure what I want my third demon to be, but we had the thought of if we had Pit Hag, Boom Dandy, Psychopath. Psychopath kills, and then the Pit Hag turns the Psychopath into a Boom Dandy.
1 minion, Capelli. It's 9 players.
It's me 1 minion. So why didn't you tell me? Yeah, you sure you wait to bring that up when they're all watching me? Ugh.
That was the plan all along. Yeah, did everyone hear that?
Oh wait,
I thought you knew. I thought
Adam
you
is
knew.
here. Damn it.
Yeah, sorry. I can leave and come back and you can pretend I wasn't here. I mean, so if you're trying to get multiple minions, you could be looking at a little monster, right? Don't forget.
Oh, that's a nice one. You should do a monster. We have some fun minions. I think we should play with the minions. Yeah.
All right. So I think Little Monster will be our third demon if we can get it. So I think I've got the script fleshed out. I think our fourth outsider, Sweetheart, I suppose. I don't have a heavy preference.
I still like Klutz. I love Kevin's cookie Klutz.
Maybe we could do Klutz over Barber. Well, no, because we'll have Pit Hag on the script. So that should be okay.
So you're looking for a win condition in which a Psychopath, for instance, takes out a Klutz and they got to make a pick, right, Kev?
Yeah, I think Klutz is just so much fun. It's like, because we were talking about, like, if you're like the Tinker, you just want to die if you're facing Al Hadikia.
Mm-hmm.
But you're the Klutz, you're always a bit worried, and I love that. I think Klutz is such a fun thing to watch. People are always nervous when they're the Klutz. I love it.
I think it would rank highly on my list of favorite outsiders, so it's a good call.
It is, yeah. Looking at this list of outsiders.
I think I'd also be remiss not to put a sailor on my script because Adam's here.
That's a lot of defense against the dark arts that you got a lot of protection rolls on your script.
I mean, it's Leech, right? And the only way to hide a Leech is with Tea Lady, which it's possible. It's possible.
Yep.
But
as soon as that's the only thing is that I see with your script currently is the demon and the minion can be both very loud, right? They can both be very apparent if it's an Al Hadik. If the options are Al Hadik, Leech, and if it's Little Monster, after the first night that it's not an Al Hadik, right? So you've kind of narrowed down your worlds at that point. The same thing with, the Psychopath can hide, but you have that element of people can kind of narrow down what they're up against with some of these, which I like. And is also
for outsiders, I'm hoping to get Saint, and I want to see a Psychopath hide as the Saint and then kill at final 3.
All right. Well, if y'all are ready, we're going to come back up and let Kat make her next
Just
selection.
Before you do, I just want to say, Capelli, I love that you're giving the players watching in chat ideas of what you want to do or what you want them to do in the next game. That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, when I usually when I put in good players when I make scripts, I tend not to think about how is good going to use it, but how effectively can evil use it as a bluff. And I think that's part of my innate storyteller, usually starting off games, trying to push towards evil wins coming through. So
that's fair enough. Sounds good.
I think I just got to pick some better information rules for my townsfolk that fit with this evil team that I'm concocting here. So, like, I might do Preacher. That kind of gives Psychopath another incentive to just...
You want some strong townsfolk. I feel like the script is pretty strong for evil if we're doing 9 players.
Yeah.
Just some nice ones. Just some very strong ones. It'll be fun to watch.
Yeah. I think I like where I'm going with it.
But I think you were right, Tyler. Let's head back up to move this along. Lead the way.
Ooh, we're back again.
You're back again.
Hello,
Kat. Laurent.
It's that time. You guys can face each other off. Both teams.
Yeah.
They're downtime, but it's also time for you to make your next 2 selections, Kat.
Adam,
I would like the alchemist and the bounty hunter.
Oh. You know what's great about those picks, Kat, other than the quality of the roles, is they're both alphabetically very close to each other.
They are easy to find on the script tool.
When I'm doing this whole bit. Yes, ma'am. All right. Capelli.
We're going to go Lil Monster and Saint.
Not as alphabetically close, but still manageable. We got a Lil Monster, and we've got ourselves Saint. All right.
I would like to take the huntsman and damsel.
Get a little bit of outsider modification with the huntsman, and a little bit of daring do from our damsel. But that's a weird one to select in terms of this process. The huntsman mandates it must have a damsel.
So I feel I kind of have to pull them in at the same time, otherwise it's kind of taking 3 rolls for the price of 2.
That's true. Okay. Well, your largesse is much appreciated. Capelli?
I'm going to go with the Boom Dandy. And I want to pick my outsider next. No, and Preacher.
And a Preacher.
I would like to take the Godfather and the Pixie.
Ooh, Madness Script. I think Pixie is one of, like, the best underrated townsfolk.
Why do you think it's underrated?
I think it's a character that a lot of people see madness and they kind of shy away from it, right? Especially if you're not like at least a moderately experienced Clocktower player. You're like, oh, the people are just going to kill me because I'm in double claim. I may as well just out that this character is in play. Where it's like, I think just you're a complete safety net to a possibly very powerful role.
With that in mind, you need to make your picks.
My picks, didn't I just pick? Or not?
Yeah, she just picked the Pixie and the Godfather.
No, I picked in my head, I think.
Oh, okay.
We're going to go with Raven Keeper. And what was my other choice here?
Capelli, we're really close, but we're not telepathically close at this point. So
we're going to do Cannibal.
All right, Cannibal.
I would like the Fangu. And I think the Farmer.
Damn.
Someone's here with the F phonemes.
For me, it was either Raven Keeper or Farmer. I had to pick one. I mean, I wanted both, but
Farmer and a Fangu. I got you, Kat. All right, Capelli.
We are going to go with... We're going to go with Investigator. Actually, no, not Investigator. We're going to go with Juggler.
Going to go with a Juggler. Okay.
And we're going to go with a Magician.
And a Magician. All right. Gotcha.
Right. I would like my last demon to be the Nodashi.
All right, gotcha.
And Laurent, do you want to make the next choice for a townsfolk?
I think I am going to let you pick that one.
She pushes the button, and you push the button back.
Do we want to borrow balloon stuff to Kelly or not?
Get away from my balloonist. He's my friend.
I wouldn't borrow now, because...
Yeah, borrow at the end. Let's see what else, unless there's something you really want to protect, like you can get first, right?
We've only got a few picks to go, so we've got 2 townsfolk, 1 outsider, 1 minion, and we've got those shared roles, mutant and pit hag still. So I think it is just 2 townsfolk.
Will you be borrowing now, Kat?
Wait, I'm missing a townsfolk on my list.
You can watch on Twitch if you wanted to, Laurent.
Yeah.
Twitch.tv/offmeta.
Should we take the grandmother then? Or the gambler?
I am more on gambler.
Let's go gambler.
Got ourselves a gambler. All right. That is our first each night roll for you, Kat.
It is, isn't it?
It is. All right, Capelli, I'm going to start the clock.
We're going to go Sailor Klutz.
We got a sailor.
Mm.
And we're getting a klutz.
Okay, so am I counting right? I've got 1 outsider, 1 minion, and 1 townsfolk still to choose.
I know I can see visually that you have 1 outsider, 1 minion. It's harder for me to tell. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that counts right on townsfolk too. So 1 of each remaining.
So, Laurent, what townsfolk do you think we should steal?
Wait, let me. I'm not liking any of those townsfolk. Wait. I'm just
You can always
checking.
borrow from me. My town.
Well, yeah, I'm just thinking. There's no. I'm looking at the list, except maybe.
So I will say chaos pairing has not worked in this instance because the point is to make an intentional choice.
Yeah, I would say personally, Innkeeper.
That's what I was thinking as well. Should we steal Innkeeper?
Innkeeper is like or maybe Cannibal, but we don't have anything else to like back up that Cannibal.
I like Innkeeper
more. So yeah,
let's go Innkeeper.
We've got a borrow of an Innkeeper. All right.
Okay, and then let's take in that mutant.
And we're taking the shared role of the mutant. All madness all the time over here. All right. Capelli.
I'm going to put in this little thing I like to call Sweetheart.
All right.
And we're going to round out the game with a pit hag.
And we're getting ourselves a pit hag, everybody. I got to turn on the Phobos.
Sweetheart, Alabama.
All right. All right. So, Capelli, that is the end of your script. Kat.
I will take a pit hag as well.
And she's adding a pit hag, folks.
Everyone wants a pit hag.
You get a pit
Duke,
hag.
I thought about a cult leader, but I've already got the Mezephiles. Too much alignment changing, my dude.
All right, chat, take a look at these scripts as they've been built in their totality. What do you think is going to play the best tonight on Off Meta?
The poll is live.
Kat, just so you know, your competitor voted on his own script, so you are allowed to get in there and vote.
I think you write exclamation vote and then the person's name.
Yes.
A lot of people just put someone's name.
I just put the script name.
All right, so exclamation point vote and then the person's name. I told you wrong.
It's like Laurent, you just put cat. You put vote cat.
People that wanted to vote for Capelli, you just need to put. So yeah, if you want to vote for Capelli, you do exclamation mark Capelli. If you want to vote for Cat, you do exclamation mark vote Cat.
If you want to vote for the better script, you put exclamation point vote Cat.
Oh man.
Oh, Capelli.
If you like our script, you vote for Cat. If you don't like our script,
that's a tough one.
I just want to see a pit hag Moonchild. Evil Moonchild is best.
Ooh, evil Moonchild.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Somebody tried to vote for Capelli, but gave you an extra T at the end of your name. So
Capelli lit. Capelli lit.
Capelli is lit.
Nerf and.
I see Kev has voted for both of us.
What a sweetheart.
I would not be surprised if Kev you just.
He's voted Cat Pelly.
A big thank you to Iraq Easy, Joyzall, Ambience Minis for the recent follows. Thank you so much.
what can we say? If you like our script,
we're gonna close this in 10
is,
seconds.
If you like the script, the name is Cat. If
when the vote
like
ends,
script,
I would love to hear Cat's opinion on my script before we reveal the results.
Oh, I've been like deer in the headlight through this whole thing, so.
People are now voting Storyteller Nightmare.
She has the belt on the line.
Singular person is voting for Storyteller's Nightmare.
The vote is now closed.
All right. So, Kat, do you have any thoughts on Capelli's script? He was dying to hear it.
I think it's a strong script. I'd happily play it.
All right.
I would happily play either of those.
These both look fun.
They both look like fun.
I need you two to just go ahead and start exporting them as JSONs and PDFs and the like, if you don't mind. While we're tabulating the results.
Oh, I haven't got mine in standard Amy order there yet.
Since I have it in.
I'm gonna export them because I have them here on my screen.
I was gonna say,
maybe download for nothing.
So we have a pretty close vote here. I got to say, 55% of the vote.
Ooh, wow.
54% of the vote, even 54.35% of the vote, which is why I got confused. Went for little drum roll. Capelli's scripts.
Well done, Capelli.
Well, Kat, thank you so much for being a part.
You were a great champion, Kat.
It's good fun. Champion. It's good fun.
You definitely.
I think the better script won.
You prevented some characters I definitely wanted. That's for sure.